Can you please explain the concept of halala in Islam? What do you mean by halala?
Sister has a question that what is the concept of halala? Sister, there is no concept of halala. This is what is said in our society, halala. What we're referring to is that when a husband gives divorce to the wife, and he gives triple talaq, 3 times he gives divorce, and it's irrevocable divorce, then there's a verse in the Quran in Surah Baqarah, chapter number 2, verse number 228 to 240, we speak about the divorce, etc. And it says in Surah Baqarah, chapter 2, verse number 230, it says that divorce is only permissible thrice. The 3rd time, it is irrevocable. After that, you cannot remarry. So the divorce is taken place according to the Sharia. You cannot remarry a wife who you have given divorce thrice. How to give, you can refer to my video cassettes. In this case, you cannot remarry her unless you marry another husband. That means that if you marry a person and you give divorce, again you remarry her, again you give divorce, again you remarry, again you give divorce, in the normal context of the Islamic Sharia, then Islam says that you cannot keep on doing, marriage is not like as a gudda guddi ka khel nahi hai. It's not a marriage of dolls. So fine, once, fine, twice, fine, 3rd time, it's irrevocable. After that you cannot marry unless you marry someone else. And like I give the examples, many times our mother they tell us that market mein jayenge to dal aate ka bhav malum padega. Dal aate ka bhav means dal aur aate ka bhav malum padega. You will come to know the rate of the dal and the flour, etc. You may think that your husband is not good and don't want to stay with him, or he doesn't want to stay with you, and then you realize, oh, my wife was so good. So you remarry, again you divorce, again there's divorce, again you remarry. So then after that, after 3rd time, it's irrevocable. You can only marry if the ex-wife marries somebody else, and if in the normal course of time, then she realizes, okay, my first husband was better, the second is more worse, and if a divorce takes place, then she can remarry the former husband. So this system in some of the society is called halala. That is what happens, that in ignorance, the husband gives 3 divorces, and then he goes to the ulama, to the sheikh, to the maulana, and says that I have given irrevocable divorce. So they plan a halala. Planning, okay, fine, now you have done a mistake, so now what you can do, you have to sleep with a man and marry him just for namesake, and then after consummating the marriage, then give divorce. Planning such a thing is haram in Islam. You cannot plan such a thing. I know many people do it. It's haram. You cannot plan that I marry a person and then I consummate the marriage. I call it legalized prostitution. It's totally haram in Islam. You marry with the intention of staying with the person, and then if you realize in the course of time that the husband is not good, and if divorce takes place, then you can remarry the former husband who has given you 3 divorces. So there's no concept of halala, a planned mock scene where you marry and consummate and again remarry the former husband. It's totally haram, sister. But if it happens in the course of time, where triple divorce has been given, 3 divorces has given, and you marry a new husband, and then you realize the first one is better, and the divorce takes place, and then you remarry, there's no problem. But there's no concept of planned halala that is there, which takes place in certain parts of the community, sister. Hope that answers the question.